morning. I'm Dr. Cesar Junior Climaco. I'm broadcasting from Zamboanga City, Philippines, the sardines capital of the world, supposedly. Today's topic will be Parkinson's. Parkinson's maybe is not well known in this city or maybe in some parts of the world. There are many patients with Parkinson's and sometimes they are misdiagnosed. One of the classic symptoms of Parkinson's is when they shake. The early signs are they walk or they move about very stiffly, as if they are puppets or mannequins. So today we'd like to talk about Parkinson's disease and what can be done about it. The conventional medical treatment for Parkinson's is giving patients like L-DOPA agonist or something to help the elevation of the DOPA in the brain. That's too deep for most people. But I would like to talk about the non-DOPA treatment of Parkinsonism. Pathologically, Parkinson's is described as the movement disorder plus the brain cells and the substantia nigra are decreased. They sort of die out. So the worse the Parkinson's, the less cells and substantia nigra of the brain. Now, the Parkinson's disease diagnosis is made by neurologists. And when they make this diagnosis, they usually prescribe DOPA analogs. But I'd like to talk about another cause of Parkinson-like disease that can be mistaken for Parkinson's. Or maybe most Parkinson's are actually this problem. And this is just a case report from the Journal of Neurology. Gluten toxicity. Gluten toxicity in the 75-year-old man. They thought he had Parkinson's disease. But when he was placed on a gluten-free diet, he recovered. So usually Parkinson's disease is a very progressive disease and the patients die. With end stage, they cannot swallow, they aspirate. So this patient, 75-year-old, was diagnosed as Parkinson's, but when he was placed on a gluten-free diet, he recovered. So I'm not sure how many of the actual cases of Parkinson's could be gluten-associated gluten ataxia, ATAXIA. So here are other mechanisms of why gluten is a very serious problem in causing many illnesses. Gluten acts like a brain drug. It's called gluten exorphins. They are toxic and they go into the brain. So it's like a hidden opiates in our food. So when you say shabu or methamphetamines, which are also addiction, it's possible that pandesal, people craving, could also be an addiction to the gluten in pandesal. There are also reports of gluten-brain autoimmunity, meaning that the gut-brain axis develops some gluten autoimmunity. And there's another article, opening Pandora's bread box, the critical role of wheat lectins in human disease. Gluten is a wheat lectin, lectin. But gluten, I advocate everybody who has neurological diseases maybe including cancer of the brain, search for a gluten connection. There are over 200 clinically confirmed reasons not to eat wheat. Maybe even heart disease and many other autoimmune diseases may be gluten connected. So, another article, dramatic improvement in Parkinson's syndrome symptoms after gluten-free diet. Introduction in a patient with silent celiac disease. This was another Journal of Neurology, 2014, February. And other causes of Parkinson's disease besides gluten. They also say that there is high homocysteine levels in Parkinson's disease, ALS, and progressive supranuclear palsy. Homocysteine is a vitamin deficiency. So, if you have Parkinson's, maybe optimize your vitamins, B vitamins in particular, B12, folic acid, B6, thiamine, why not? Another article, higher total serum cholesterol concentrations are associated with a modest slower clinical progression of Parkinson's disease. Now, all the doctors that I know say that cholesterol is bad for you. But this article says the higher your cholesterol, the less Parkinson's you get. So if you follow your doctor's advice to keep away from cholesterol, there's better chance that you can get Parkinson's. So cholesterol is not a bad thing. Cholesterol may be good for you. The egg yolk is pure cholesterol. And when you eat the egg yolk and you expose yourself to the sun, you will have vitamin D. And maybe you'll also have higher testosterone levels, and you'll be macho man. Rather than what, who is that Arnold Schwarzenegger said? There are two kinds of men, the macho man and the girly man. So, if you want to be macho man, eat cholesterol. Homocysteine lowering therapy may prevent bone loss in Parkinson's disease patients taking levodopa. So, levodopa can cause bone loss. So, if the doctor is giving you carbidopa or levodopa, you can have bone loss and you can have osteoporosis. So, maybe take the multivitamins, B12, folic acid, riboflavin, thiamine, pyridoxine. Not just the three that they use to lower homocysteine levels. Levodopa causes high homocysteine levels, which may be prevented with B vitamin supplementation. This is September 4, 2008. Low-dose niacin supplementation may be beneficial in Parkinson's disease. July 14, 2018. Melatonin levels are associated with hypothalamic gray matter volume loss and disease severity of Parkinson's disease. So, maybe melatonin levels that are low maybe affect volume loss of the brain. So maybe take melatonin, which is very cheap. Dietary B6 consumption is inversely related to risk of Parkinson's disease. So I would advocate everybody take a multivitamin, whether you need it or not, because most likely you need it. And a doctor tells you that multivitamins, just give you expensive urine, are the ones who do not know nutrition. Because they don't know how much B vitamins are in your rice, in your food that you eat every day, from Jollibee's or from McDonald's. Most likely there's not much vitamins in those things. Who knows? Fecal short-chain fatty acid concentrations are also significantly reduced in Parkinson's disease. October 31, 2016. And this is the other thing. Roundup has been shown to be associated with premature mortality from Parkinson's disease. So, maybe ask our agriculturists here and our farm suppliers how much Roundup is being used in this country every day. And the Roundup ends up in your fresh fruit and food. And Roundup may end up in your organic foods. And you may still get Parkinson's disease from Roundup. And Roundup can also cause cancer, which we discussed a few days ago. Now, one of the things that can cause the Parkinson's to be better is coenzyme Q10. So, read about coenzyme Q10 and Parkinson's disease. Maybe next time we'll talk more about Parkinson's disease in another blog. Thank you and bye con Diyos.